Have you ever played a game and thought, the best part of that was the bosses? Well, I'm a massive Terraria fan, and I'm the type of player that skips building and exploring just to get to the bosses quicker. Back in May, after finishing up a 25-hour-long Infernum run, I decided I should try my hand at making a boss rush game of my own. Enter Boss Up, a high-intensity, crazy boss fighting game for people who play games just to see the final boss. But before we can get to the good stuff, I had to set up a character controller. My engine of choice is GameMaker Studio 2, because it allows me to develop games quicker than any other engine. After I finished up the player, I gave them some animations and added them into the game for testing. I gave them a basic gun to get combat up and running. Around this time, I decided to post a YouTube short about this game, just for fun. And, wow, holy, y'all really liked that one. Now it's time to start designing some bosses. First I added Mr. Smiles. This boss relies on laser attacks, creating spirals, rays, piercing shots, and raining shots down from above. This high intensity fight will be an early encounter, preparing players for the absolute insanity that will happen later in the game. I decided to set myself a challenge for the next week of development. Could I add 20 weapons to my game in a week? Well, the answer was no. But watch the short if you want to see how that journey was. Next up, I added the Schnoz of Cthulhu. This boss is all about arena control and backing the player into corner. So this fight is the first cage match of the game. We'll see a lot more of those later. The other new boss is Trip Ripley, a racing game boss from the 90s. In this fight you have to win the race while fighting Trip, and it incorporates a few items to keep the race exciting. Around this time, I posted the initial teaser. It's a basic video, but I'm super proud of how the logo turned out. To match with the setting of the game, I wanted a clean but slightly glitzy look, which I achieved with the gold texture on the simple text. Let's talk a little bit about this game's story. This is Roger Horace Horsley. He is evil. Very, very evil. And he wants to become a video game boss. The knight is his friend, but he's not important. This is Vision, a pro sports and tech giant which pioneered advanced Projecticon technology to bring a unique twist to their fights. This powerful tool can project anything into reality, becoming briefly tangible. Through this power they built the Eye, which is the hub of all Vision tournaments and activity. They also use this tech to create boss forms for their winning fighters, a projected form of oneself that's bigger, badder, and stronger. Vision awards new boss forms to challengers who can take on their tournament and win. Roger wants a boss form so he can commit acts of evil, that's why he is here. I'll talk more about this in a future episode. I also made, whatever this is. So that's about it for what I got up to in June. I appreciate y'all for supporting the shorts and engaging with the game. And thank you so much for 400 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date, the best way to do so is by joining the Discord, and of course, liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching.